All right.
What's going on out there?
Hey, everyone. Notice we're live, right?
I don't know if anyone's watching this.
No, but we've never done this before. It's pretty cool. Looks like you can do live chat is open. If anyone is watching this, you can ask us something in the live chat if you would like.
And we're going to discuss what we've been doing. The Velvet Underground. It's our
last Velvet Underground albums for this live stream.
And we just did Squeeze, which was sort of odd because no one even considers that a Velvet Underground album. But we reviewed it. You can see that in the feed.
Yes. The reason why we're doing this here is because we couldn't do it at the phone, which was weird because we had to have 100,000 subscribers to do it at the phone, which is 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have 1,000 subscribers.
Well, we have to maybe get faster or like. I don't know.
Well, let's talk about these Velvet Underground albums. So we've listened to all the studio albums, including Squeeze, the Doug Yule Velvets from 1973, and we wanted to highlight the best live recording.
Yes.
There's lots of live recordings that the band released, whether officially or not. There's the Live at Max's Kansas City, which Cotillion put out after Loaded, which I don't think sounds very good.
No, not really, because the quality is bad.
Quality's bad, but this one
for this. The weird
1969
cover,
live.
kind of an inappropriate cover, right?
Yeah, but cool.
Yeah.
Fold out as was the trend at the time. This is a double LP. It came out in 1974, but it was recorded in 1969 when the band was Doug Yule, Sterling Morrison, Lou Reed, and Maureen Tucker.
Hope YouTube won't block us for this.
Well, no, it'll be okay. But that was recorded at that time, and the band had toured a lot, and they were sort of like really tight and really firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And you get to hear that on this. This is a double LP. They do songs that for the first time would appear on this, like Lisa Says.
Yep. Lisa Says.
I think Ocean, which would appear on the first Lou Reed album, is on here.
Let's see. What's Over You?
Yeah, that one is a song that wouldn't appear on anything else until this. But it's sort of the Loaded band in their prime, but it's before Loaded came out, the recording.
Yeah, there was no Maureen Tucker because she got fired.
Well... Maureen Tucker was playing live on this. She would eventually leave the band because she was having a baby.
Yes.
But this is all recorded between Loaded and the fourth album, or between the third album and Loaded.
Yeah.
With Lou Reed, but it's before they recorded Loaded, which is when he left the band.
Yes.
And it was recorded live when they were working on this, which is sort of the unreleased fourth album called 1969.
Yep.
Which includes some great songs, Foggy Notion, One of These Days, Lisa Says, I'm Sticking With You. Great songs. They intended for a fourth album before Loaded, but it didn't happen. They got dropped by MGM and Verve. And when they got signed with Cotillion Atlantic, this just never happened, and they recorded Loaded.
Yes. So let's talk about this a little.
So this live album, what did you want to say about it?
Well, can I see this?
Yeah, this is the second or the first repress, by the way.
So we did not listen to the whole thing. We listened to the first record, and that's it.
No, well, but we've heard the whole album, but just yesterday we only heard the first disc. So
the record,
The great thing about this is the quality is really good. It's a soundboard recording, which apparently there's not many. I think it was recorded in Texas and San Francisco. I think.
Yeah. 2
different live shows. There's a few really like hoity-toity quotes by Elliot Murphy and Paul Nelson. The thing by the Inside the Gatefold here by Elliot Murphy. This whole paragraph is like equating the Velvet Underground to like one of the most important bands, which I think they are. But in 1974, he was really ahead of it. He's talking about like thousands of years from now, people will still be hearing the Velvet Underground, and this album here is like the defining live document of Velvet Underground. The version of What Goes On is almost 9 minutes long, and it is awesome. It's got the guitars are so good, like they're really tight and they're really chugging the sound.
There's a bunch of stuff the whole time, and it's really long.
Yeah, that's not like the regular album. You get
but the longest one on here is Ocean, an 11-minute version of Ocean.
Yep.
We didn't hear that yet.
We've heard it. We just didn't hear it yesterday.
Yeah, we heard Waiting for My Man. Lisa Says, What Goes On, Sweet Jane. We're going to have a real good time together. Femme Fatale. How do you say it? I don't know.
Femme Fatale.
Yeah, New Age, Rock and Roll, and Beginning to... Wait, no, we didn't hear... Oh, yeah, we did hear Beginning to See the Light. But I don't remember it.
You get 8.5 minutes of White Light, White Heat, which is usually like a 2.5 minute song on disc 4. This is like, if you need one live album, like even the Quine Tapes box set, which is cool, but the quality's not really good. They have all these bootlegs, the Boston Tea Party, there's the Amp tape. This is all these weird live things.
Yeah, they have
Forget all
they have
that.
a live album that I call it Live Mukmachi.
Oh yeah, that's the one that came out later. This is the last. This is from '74. So basically, I thought it was weird that it was on Mercury, and apparently their manager, Steve Sesnick, who was around for Loaded and got them the deal for Squeeze. Hold on a second, Sam.
Yeah.
This guy Steve Sesnick had control of this recording, these live recordings, and he was trying to put it out on his own. And apparently Lou Reed and his management stepped in and said, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah.
And they somehow got the tapes back from this guy Steve Sesnick, and they then licensed it to Mercury. I'm not sure why Mercury, but that's what happened.
I thought that We're Gonna Have a Real Good Time Together was a very funny song. It's goofy.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It was so funny.
This is a great cross section of the band. I mean, you get Lou Reed singing Nico songs.
Yeah, the thing about We're Gonna Have a Real Good
Femme Fatale, right? He sings that one.
The thing about We're Gonna Have a Real Good Time Together is they're like da na 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 na.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
What else can we say?
I heard New Age, but I did not hear Rock and Roll and Beginning to See the Light yet.
There's also, let's see, I'll Be Your Mirrors on here.
Pale Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I think Doug Yule sings some of the ones that Nico would have sung, like
And
I'll Be Your Mirror. I think he sings that.
Heroin, right?
Heroin's on here, which is about the regular length, isn't it? 9 minutes 42 seconds.
No, I think the regular song is 7.5 minutes. Or something.
Right, but
that's
close
10.
to that.
Yeah.
Cool gatefold. This is the band White Light, White Heat era without Nico and John Cale's in there.
Yeah.
So 1969 live. There's an earlier edition on the Red Mercury labels. Like I said, this is the second edition. Here.
Yeah.
And this 1969 album. This was available. This was part of the mono.
Can I just say something about this?
Yeah.
So, Waiting for My Man was not the original title. The original title on the album was I'm Waiting for the Man, and they changed it.
Changed the title a little bit.
Yeah, and it's felt very long, but it's not as long as What Goes On, but it's a good version. It's slower is the thing, and at the end it gets faster and faster and faster and faster, and then it stops, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lisa Says had a second part to it. Does the real song have a second part to it or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and What Goes On? We talked about that. Sweet Jane. He didn't go sweet. He didn't kind of like yell like they do in the real song.
Sweet Jane.
Yeah, he just goes Sweet Jane. That's all he said.
All right, so I was going to say something about this 1969.
Mm-hmm.
This was released as part of the Sundays mono box set. I'm not sure why this was in there, but I'm glad it was because it's a good way to get a lot of these songs that were unreleased, sort of. They did get released as part of the View and Another View releases in the 80s, which was sort of odds and ends collections. Those songs end up there. If you have those, Another View and VU and Another View.
Yeah, and if you remember,
you have those songs.
If you remember, we talked about the singles and the White Light, White Heat video, which is like singles of their early songs, right? Mostly from Velvet Underground and Nico, and some from White Light, White Heat.
Just the label.
Sister Ray's Too Long, obviously, but I Heard Her Call My Name. There was Here She Comes Now, some other ones from that album, and All Tomorrow's Parties, shortened version.
Right. So
you remember the singles, you could check back at that video.
You can look at that video, absolutely. All the other Velvet Underground videos are in our feed there, Quarantine Hearts, and that's all there is for Velvet Underground. I mean, this was it. This was sort of the last release of the era, of the time. And then in the 80s, you started getting these collections. There was the reunion album of them getting together. That what do you call it? And the 1993 reunion, what do you call it? Mixmickey?
Mukmachi.
Yes, which is the Roman numeral.
Yeah, it has a blue banana, I think, on the cover.
Right, yeah, like a platinum with a blue background.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that cover. And there's Another View, which basically is
we just talked about
songs
that. That's this.
Yeah, and
that's some of this.
VU.
The live one from 80 or 93 has no Doug Yule and no Nico.
Stuff on this 1969.
passed away.
Some of it is on Lou Reed, that album. Foggy Notion, we know that one, right?
All right, we don't need to probably go through each of the tracks.
I know. One of these days, what's that? What is that?
That's a good song. Yeah. I don't know if this was actually going to be as is these tracks but this was apparently there was going to be another album between the self-titled album and Loaded, and this was some version of it.
Lisa says, "I'm sticking with you," and all that stuff.
I do love this image.
Yep. And
so,
one that was on the another view that is not on this is called Andy's Chest, which was I forget about it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That we heard it on. Yeah, we heard it on. We did hear it.
So we're gonna, I think, wrap it up. And do you want to? Are we gonna do? So that's the end of, I guess, season 2 of Quarantine Hearts. Of doing all the Velvet Underground episodes.
Yes.
Can you go? Just walk through. It's fine.
Sorry. Yeah. So Quarantine Hearts, I think we're gonna be done with the Velvet Underground. Maybe next we might come out with a trailer of what we're gonna do for our next artist.
Yeah, we will do a 3rd season or a 3rd artist, right? You want to keep doing this?
Yes.
Quarantine Hearts?
It may be tricky, but I think we're gonna do it.
Okay. It's gonna be different. It's not gonna be rock.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. Yeah, maybe you could guess what kind of. Come on. Oh, guess what kind of genre it is in the comments once we've uploaded this live thing.
All right. So that's it. VU, Quarantine Hearts. Good job, man.
Bye.
That's it. That's our live show. Quick one.
Thanks.
We'll post this up.
Yeah, we'll post this. Bye.
And okay, now let's see.